Guys, my name is SqueakerX, and I sat here and I'm like at 3:40 a.m. as you can see on local time. I was sitting here, I'm like, yo, I should make a hunter gun. I was more bored than anything, but I'm like, I know a few things about hunter. If that doesn't speak for itself, I don't know what does. Sorry to say. Uh, I play survival even after the BM 6.1 buff. Basically, barrage one shots, in case you didn't know. Blizzard, please fix that, by the way. But I still play survival just because of preference mainly. Uh, for those of you guys asking how I got this high rated, I did play Prout Warrior KFC. Don't ask why my warrior plays Prout. No, he told me it's out of preference. I don't really know that. But I'm just gonna go through what talents I use, what glyphs I use, and why basically. I haven't really seen that many ones out there. The people that do these guides are like 2100, and that scares me a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. So basically, first one I use is Crouching Tiger Hidden Chimera. It basically reduces the cooldown or disengage by 10 seconds, which is usually 20, and then the cooldown of your deterrence by 60 seconds. Deterrence by itself is a 3-minute cooldown, and ever since like I think it was WoD, they made it from 2 minutes in MOP up to 3 minutes. So I'm still kind of used to like that 2-minute det, but at the same time I've always basically ran this talent even during other expansions. So I'm kind of used to running this. I don't really think post haste is that good because yes, whenever you do take it, as soon as you land, you will get a little buff saying increases movement by 60%. I don't think that's that beneficial, quite honestly, because as soon as someone slows you, you just can't do anything. And for my comp, I can't freedom myself just to keep that 60% movement speed going, because I got a warrior on my team. If he gets rooted, we're not doing that much damage. I just like this. Also, you get dead up faster. So instead of it being a 3-minute cooldown, it's 2 minutes. It's really good for keeping people off you, in my opinion. Next one is Binding Shot. The only reason I don't take away room, and this is the only sole reason, I can half trap already by itself. I can trap someone, and before the DR is off, I can already trap again. I'm not really fond of wavering on off DPS, especially since most comps these days are like PHP or jungle cleave, where at least 2 of the people on the team can dispel it. I just don't see a point. So around Binding Shot, I usually like to Binding Shot then either the DPS we're on or the off DPS on the team. I set my warrior Stormbolt the healer, and then obviously I trap off. The next one, you have Exhilaration, which is trash. Ironhawk, it's pretty good versus like RMD, PHP if you really don't feel comfortable versus it. And then Spirit Bond, you basically run it every game, in my opinion at least. From what I found, it's basically unbeatable. Even versus TSGs nowadays, all these DKs are running. It's like Necrotic Plague instead of Breath Ascend Ragosa. This basically makes everything die. So if you have this with your pet out at least, your pet won't die from the Necrotic Plague, so you won't have to res it or try to res it. So you can't do anything. Like you can't sack during that. Level 61, that's a given obvious. I've seen a lot of people running Dire Beast recently. I'm not really sure why. I guess if you want to do the super burst damage, go for it. I expect to play a little bit of a longer game. I take Thrill of the Hunt. You have a 6% chance, basically, to get Arcane Shot to cost 20 less focus, and Multi Shot to cost 20 less focus. Multi Shot's not really a thing. It's just kind of on my bars, just for PvE reasons. You don't take Murder of Crows. I don't even know why you're playing Hunter. You probably shouldn't anymore, unless you're PvEing with Stampede, but Murder of Crows does the most insane damage ever. Summons a flock of crows to attack your target over the next 15 seconds. It can be handed protection off by paladins. It's not that big of a deal though. It's 1 minute cooldown, 30 focus. There's nothing on this talent tree that even comes close to beating it. Level 91. If you're BM Hunter, which I don't know why you would be if you're watching this video, but if you're BM Hunter, take Barrage. Glaive Toss is the best ability you have as survival, in my opinion. If you play Hunter and you're not taking Glaive Toss, in my opinion, you're doing something wrong. You can like Glaive Toss off DPS to slow him. You can use it on the person that's training your healer, use it on the healer, especially on druids. Oh my god. Try trapping a druid when you're running at him. You can concussive shot him. Oh, he'll shapeshift that instantly. But if you throw a Glyph Toss at him, oh my god, he won't even expect it. Glyph Toss is really, really good. That, and it doesn't have that much focus or second cooldown, recharge I should say. Level 100 talent, Exotic Mutants. This is basically, you get 3 different things, 3 different little poisons or ammos you get to do. One does a poison. It's not really that good. I could use it outside of the world. I'd never use it inside of arena. The other one does AoE damage. Really, really not good in arena. Just breaks all of your CC. If you have like a trap, if you do damage to that person, it'll AoE. And frozen ammo, the best talent Blizzard has ever come out with. Frozen ammo is basically a 100% concussive shot on the person you're hitting. That guy cannot get unslowed. It is so much fun. Whether you have a slow on your team or not, you can slow the entire damn team with a glaive toss, freaking frozen ammo, concussive shot. You're good to go, boy. Anyways, the glyphs, they don't really change that much. For me, my warrior can apply dots sometimes, and maybe he didn't mean to. Maybe the druid came here. Maybe he accidentally got a heroic leap and then did some kind of AoE. I always take Glyph of Solace. I never really changed this. I'll change it in 2v2, not 3v3 usually though. It's so situational. Like in that 1 in 50 game, if that one dot on that person wouldn't have been there and you would have won the game, I think it's worth it personally. You have Glyph of Animal Bond. If you're playing Jungle Cleave as survival, I wouldn't necessarily take this, but if you're playing a comp where you know you're going to be trained by someone, for example, KFC, they're going to always go on you, on the hunter at least. If you're playing Thug Cleave, they're going to go on you. Like, just comps that you will get hit by, take Animal Bond. It is your best friend, trust me. Glyph of Explosive Trap. Instead of your Explosive Trap doing trash AoE and breaking all your CC in arena, Knock can do a little knockback and help you get this annoying warrior off of you. Just be like boom, and then he goes disengage away. That you're gone, so you're far. That guy's not coming back to you. No chance at all. No chance of survival. He's gonna get a full cyclone by my druid. Oh my god, so good. I don't really change my glyphs that often. If I had to change one thing, I like, if I had to interchange my glyphs, I should say, I'd take Disengage over Solace because knockback is too good, and Snake Trap maybe over Solace if you really don't have that many roots. But that's about it. For your pet, basically, unless you have a Mortal Strike, which my pet does here, more mortal wounds, they want to call it this right now. It reduces the healing taken by the person that you're on by 25% if you're a hunter, if you have a hunter pet. If you're playing with a warrior, like an arms warrior who has Mortal Strike already, his is going to be 10%, but if you try to use your pet to override that, it just doesn't work out. The Mortal Strike from the warrior overrides yours from your pet, so you got to use like a Mastery pet, for example, which is probably your next go-to pet. As long as your team does not already have mortal wounds, don't try to override it. It just won't work out. Just go with a different pet. If your party members want a specific pet, go get it. Specific buff. But my next go-to pet would be Mastery pet. If you guys are looking out of gear, check out my main hunter on Deathwing. It might be the lower rated one, but that's the one I have fully gear on right now. I have full purple on this guy. I got 660 item level. But I didn't gear up correctly. I don't know why I didn't armor myself, but I have a few pieces that are so wrong. So if you armor your Squeaker X on Deathwing, I'll have a link in the description to this video. You should be able to get the best in slot pieces. Obviously, if you're Horde, personally, I take the on-use trinket over the proc trinket nowadays because 1.5k versatility. Oh my god. You have no idea what you're missing out on, bud. That and you get 244 agility, and then the 15% less damage taken from players. Everything I have, in my opinion, is best you could possibly get. If you have any questions, leave a comment on this video. I'll try to respond as fast as possible. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. I'm out.